Hello everyone, welcome to the CTV News on Calabash TV and on the Wave Radio 94.5. I am Lisa Joseph. Well, the parents of murdered hotelier Oliver Gobats Wednesday announced a $250,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of those responsible for his horrendous demise. The family is also making available outside assistance to the police, complete with technology. The Gobats said they are in a state of limbo 7 months after the 38-year-old's burnt body was found shot in his SUV in a secluded area in Cap Estate. Oliver Gobats, they said, was a positive young man who was continuing his parents' legacy that is well established here since 1974. Peter Foster is the family's attorney.
Ollie was also due to represent St. Lucia in the Commonwealth Games in July of this year in squash. This is something he had worked very hard towards. It is difficult to imagine the cruelty of those who perpetrated this senseless crime. But sadly, such persons live among us. We ask you now to help us identify them and bring them to justice. For his family and for his friends and for our island, which has in recent years seen too much violent crime. The Justice for Ollie campaign is made up of his family, friends, local and international business communities, and mainly from the hotel industry who believe this crime must be solved, not just for the family, but for the benefit of St. Lucia. They have therefore come together to create a fund to assist the police with the investigation of Ollie's murder, including the use of investigative processes never before used in St. Lucia, which, if successful, may well lead to the permanent use of such facilities on the island. The fund is also to pay out to anyone who provides information that leads to the conviction of the person or persons responsible for Ollie's murder.
A hotline has been set up for tips along with an email address.
Anyone providing this information and who may have been associated with those responsible and who may have played a minor role may be granted immunity by the prosecution. I wish to repeat the number that anyone with information may call in confidence, and it is 758-720-5543, and the email address justiceforollie@hotmail.com.
Oliver's father, Theo Gobats, choking back tears, spoke glowingly about his son, stating the incident underscores the lawlessness that has come to grip the nation, adding that his family is taking a stand as he encouraged all citizens to join them.
On the other hand, many people are worried about the lawless state which St. Lucia is gradually becoming. On the other hand, people are worried about saying too much because they're afraid of the criminals involved in this business. So many people don't want to divulge too much. But if we don't make a stand now, things will never improve. And things in St. Lucia will only get worse. And this will affect our business, other businesses, and will be a very, very negative way for St. Lucia to develop. So we do hope that we can join together and try and find Ollie's killers now. And this in itself will be a start of putting St. Lucia back on a more lawful footing. So I would say to people out there, please, please help us find Ollie's killers. Help us make a stand and give us whatever information you have got.
And Oliver Gobats' mother reminisced about earlier incidents that threatened to cut short Oliver's young life, but his strength, she said, saw him through, only to be snuffed by evil people.
We went through cancer treatment with Oliver, and this is just still, in some ways, unbelievable. And it culminated this week in coming back here to spread his ashes in the bay at Smuggler's Cove, which he loved to swim in. Although once he was nearly killed by a boat from Lisboa because it ran into his head. But he was so tough and so brave and so courageous, I can't think how it all ran away. So for me, it's his life, a prime life cut short. And I can't bear to think about never working out the hows and whys and wheres, because that will blight myself and the family for the rest of our lives.
Numerous media reports emanating from the UK have quoted friends of Oliver Gobats as saying that his murder was a contract killing and that he was involved in a business deal gone bad. Here's Peter Foster.
We can't put any links to that at this point. All we can say is that Ollie was involved in business transactions here at the time. And beyond that, I don't think we can say anymore.
For Helen Gobats, the priority now is to get the investigations moving along. While she commended the Royal St. Lucia Police Force for its efforts, she lamented the lack of technical expertise available on island.
I think there were some initial basic mistakes. The car was moved the first night, the body was moved, the crime scene wasn't cordoned off, and all of that, which makes it harder for police to investigate down the line. But look, St. Lucia's a small country, we know that. They're not going to have a super efficient police force that are like the New York police or even the Metropolitan Police in London. But they lack experience. How many crimes of this kind do they have to investigate? You know, it's not easy, but there is a forensic team that we've employed, and the government endorsed that and supported that, and they are looking at all manner of forensic processes which have never, as Peter says, have never been used in St. Lucia before. So we're hopeful that those sort of things turn up, but you know, they're very slow. They're scientists, they do things very carefully and methodically. But some of the people on that team of the company have actually resolved crimes that are 25 years old in England.
The Gobats say they will not rest until justice is done for Oliver.